Hello, I'm Philip Stoughton for EMS Now. I'm here at Inside Flextronics in Paderborn, and I'm joined by Dr. Ulrich Guddat from Porsche Consulting. Ulrich, thank you very much for taking the time to join me. Fascinating presentation this morning, and really interesting to see the way your supply chain connects to your customer, but also connects back down the supply chain internally. And lean seems to be the key issue there. What brought Porsche to lean? Because it wasn't always the case.
Lean was back in the early 90s when we had a very hard crisis. Just the perfect fit of waking up ourselves inside of Porsche, because we couldn't go on the way we produced cars. We virtually built every car twice. So, and lean and the approach of lean, really looking into every process in detail and improving that based on a waste and value perspective, the very core of the lean philosophy, that was just the perfect fit in order to get us back on the road.
And that got you back on track. And that lean technology, a lot of that comes from Japan. I guess in other parts of Europe and US, we think of that as being a very Germanic style of manufacturing, but a lot of it comes from automotive in Japan.
Yes, we also took initial inspiration from Japan. We had trips, all the managers of Porsche went into Japan and were asked to study 7 different companies in Japan. And they came back, but they came back in order to translate that to our world. It doesn't fit. You cannot pick the methods, the tools over there and try to apply them in Germany. Perhaps it even doesn't, perhaps even a little less fits to the US, but also in Germany. The way that we found in Japan was not compatible, so we had to translate it. And we built our own way, the Porsche improvement process, which we call. So nobody at Porsche actually calls it lean until today. This word is not present. It's the Porsche Verbesserungsprozess in German, or Porsche improvement process.
Okay, that's really interesting. And what you say is interesting about the US. They certainly have embraced lean in a different way. One of the things that I was impressed with in your presentation is you seem to have embraced it not just for manufacturing. It's a business excellence program.
Yeah. We actually found inside of Porsche that 78% of the potential resides beyond manufacturing. So the majority actually is to be found beyond manufacturing. So you do all the manufacturing. In our case, with 15% value creation in-house, you have still 85% with the suppliers still to do. But even if you are there, then you have to go development, you have to go purchasing, you have to go sales. Today, every department of Porsche contributes into our annual target of productivity improvement.
Okay.
And there's not a single department who doesn't.
And that's interesting with kind of connects with what Ron Keith was saying from Riverwood Solutions about every dollar is created equal. It doesn't matter where you can save it. If you can save it, it's a genuine benefit to everybody. You talked about lean being applied differently in Germany. In the higher cost wage environments, it's really important to get that right, and it's if you like, it's narrowing the gap, I think, between the low and the high wage. Is that something you've seen?
Well, we have seen, based on our experience since 1994 of doing projects inside with different companies, not only in manufacturing, is that it's actually not a tool which is limited to automotive, or a philosophy with not limited to automotive. You can go all the way. You can go luxury goods, which is sort of what we do, to apply it there. You can go commodity. So we do it. We do see good lean implementations for wall fixations, like 3 million pieces per day. There you can also very successfully apply the lean philosophy. So there's no limit, whether low volume, high volume, low mix, high mix. No limit. We do work in hospitals. We do work in airline industry, which is a service industry. So no limits to that.
Okay, and everything within that model seems to be pulled from one place, and that's the market and the customer. It's all a response to the person in the showroom ordering the vehicle in this case, or purchasing whatever the goods are.
Yeah. We have understood that a prerequisite for applying the right elements of lean is to understand the business. So in the case of Porsche, we are a luxury product. The demand fluctuates significantly over time. So you better be flexible in adapting to that. And you better not choose to have stock in order to build the cars, but you rather invest in a very, very good supply chain performance. And so you can, second element is quality. So, and made out of those elements, you build your picture on the business and you choose the right content in terms of your lean implementation.
And then you can create a bespoke product in this case, which is very specific to the end user.
Right.
Absolutely. Ulrich, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for being here today, and I hope we can speak again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.